How do you know that?
Because my mother was crazy.
I got a lot more notes than usual, but I think that it was just because I wanted to write.
You like journaling or something?
Yep. Writing my life story.
But this is Lost's story.
The story of my love of Lost. Make sure we're in with that camera.
Huh?
Do you think I look like Pee Wee Herman with this haircut?
Everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Well, the bird is a word. Like refugees, we're outside refugees. Like refugees, we're outside refugees. Like refugees, we're outside refugees.
You ready?
I don't think you should lock the cats out of the room. It's not very nice.
Well, we don't want the whole barrage of people. Hello!
Hello.
Welcome to LOSTies with Jed and Cara. My name is Jed.
And I'm Cara.
And it is Tuesday night. We just finished watching Lost.
What is the episode called?
The episode was called Recon. It was written by Liz Sarnoff and another person that I should remember, but I don't. I'm sorry to that person. Directed by Jack Bender, who, of course, we know. And it was the 8th episode of season 6. Yay. Was that efficient?
That was.
That was pretty good, huh? And it was a Sawyer episode.
Yes, it was a Sawyer episode.
And it wasn't mind-blowing. Maybe just a quick opinion from you. What, were you thoroughly entertained?
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay. You can stop
It was
watching now.
8:30 and I thought, wow, it's only 8:30. It seems like it's been longer than that.
So you can officially shut off Losties now because apparently we have bad opinions of this episode. They open up. We open up. We're in Claire's shanty, and Jen is hanging out, and Sawyer's making some coffee. Brings it over to Jen.
Bitch.
First thing I noticed about Sawyer was he got a trim. His hair was strangely shorter.
Sometimes they gotta get a haircut. Claire did it.
Claire gave him a little shave.
I think it looks better.
She's not very handy with the knife, as we've seen. All right, well, the flash sideways. So you start off, and I'm going to say banging a lot this episode. He's banging away on, he just wrapped up banging some rando woman.
Dai cavalli a dondolo, bang, bang.
Yep.
And he was pulling another con, it seemed like.
Yes.
The same
Pulled out the suitcase.
The same con he pulled before.
You weren't exactly supposed to see that.
Pulled on Cassidy.
You weren't exactly supposed to see that.
Right.
But this time, the woman was wise.
You weren't exactly supposed to see that.
She was. She knew something was up.
So did you think, at that moment, did you think that he was telling the truth? That it was a con or wasn't a con?
I did not believe there were cops outside their door.
I'll say I did believe it, just for the simple fact that I knew they had to do something shocking in the flash sideways. They had to do
So you
something crazy
believed
different.
he was a cop before you knew that?
I thought, oh, okay, Sawyer's going to be a cop. Yeah, I just took a guess at that. Of course, I can say that now because the episode's over. But
Right.
hey, Detective Jimmy Ford.
So do cops just bang women that they're trying to arrest?
Yo sparo te, bang, bang.
This is my question. It seems a bit suspicious.
This is a slightly inappropriate question, I guess. So your question is: are cops allowed to sleep with the women that they're tracking down to
Yes.
get the husband that they're?
Yes.
I think they'll do anything to convict anybody. But okay, so I guess Losties viewers, if there's any cops out there, please let us know if you're allowed to bang your suspects. That sounds suspect.
Right.
I think that question's slightly more interesting than this episode.
Well, there you go.
Oh, we just lost 400 viewers. Magic word was LaFleur.
The floor.
The what?
That was clever.
Yes, that
And
was funny.
kicking down the door was Miles. I like that he had his cop badge around his neck. He looked friggin' wicked awesome. I liked it.
did.
Miles did good this episode. Get another little close up of Squirrel Baby.
Yeah.
Kate's like, what the frick is that weird thing? I don't play with squirrel babies. I got the real one at home.
She's starting to realize Kate may not be all there.
Claire might not
Or
be all
Claire
there.
may not be all there. Yes.
It was a cute.
You're right.
It was a good line. It was one of my lines that I went, oh,
It's all I had.
good
all I
line.
had. Yep.
Makes you feel for Claire.
You took him.
I was shocked this episode. A lot of great Kate stuff this episode.
Yes.
In the Sawyer episode. Who knew? What did you make of Locke promising the kids that he'd protect them?
You're with me now, and I promise that I'm going to take care of you.
You trust in this? You buying
No.
this? You're not buying this. And how awesome was it Claire creepily grabbing Kate's hand?
I know that what happened back there was really scary.
Yeah, that was good.
I thought so too.
I like that.
I wish actually there would have been more Kate Claire, less Sawyer. More Kate Claire, less Sawyer. Sawyer's banging Charlotte.
Why don't we first say who guessed who the blind date was?
Okay, I thought actually this was going to be Juliet meeting Sawyer. When Miles said he was setting him up for a date, I thought, hey, here comes Juliet. And then someone chimed in with, why would Juliet be working at a museum? I went, oh, then I bet it's Charlotte.
I wasn't too confident of my Charlotte guess, but the museum made Charlotte my first guess.
I guess that is correct. I'll give you props, sir. Good job.
Thank you.
And then he banged her.
What?
You know what?
Bang bang, per ridere bang bang, io sparo a te bang bang, e vincerà bang bang, chi al cuore colpirà.
Lots of banging happening. Oh, I did, here's my note. Where he mentions Indiana Jones, and, do you have a whip? And Charlotte says,
What, you like a Indiana Jones or something?
Yes, I'm exactly like Indiana Jones.
You got a whip?
Maybe.
I literally wrote down, Donald just passed out.
Hey now, hear what I say now, we'll be there for you.
The Finer Things Club is going to have some interesting things to talk about this week. I guess the choice put to Sawyer was this. You find out your parents are dead, you could either become a criminal or you become a cop.
So I chose cop.
So I suppose that says something about his decision on Island, as in like he's not going to be officially joining with Locke. He's not going to be joining the evil side because he was fighting for the good in the Flash Sideways.
But we learn in the end that he became a cop, but he still wants to kill Anthony Cooper. So, does that really make him not joining Locke?
It's a good point.
I don't know.
I think this episode would have been far more compelling if we would have seen him have to deal with that choice standing in front of Anthony Cooper deciding whether or not to kill him.
Right.
That would have made it a far more compelling Flash Sideways.
Well, maybe that is still to come.
Yeah, but
Maybe we're still deciding on Sawyer.
that's fine. Okay, so why give him this centric episode then? And that seems like a waste of time. Okay, we'll just address this now, the elephant in the room. I think until this week, I am a huge supporter of the Flash Sideways until this week, because they were defining our characters, it didn't seem trivial until this episode seemed slightly trivial in the Flash sideways. Seemed definitely gimmicky, especially with including Charlotte, because I didn't see a lot of value in bringing the character of Charlotte into this scenario. Granted, I guess the same could be said of Doc Arts last week with Ben. I enjoyed seeing Doc Arts again, arched in that situation, but this weekend I enjoyed seeing Charlotte again here. Unfortunately, I just felt like Sawyer's character did not grow in the Flash sideways the way Ben's did, the way, well, maybe, I guess that was my complaint. Kate's character grew a little bit in her Flash sideways with Claire. But that was I think that's my issue.
I just think that Sawyer's gonna have another episode or something.
Well, okay. That would be a waste of time then. Why are we wasting an episode about this where he's not showing a strong character-defining trait? What's the value then? I understand now. I mean, that's been the argument all this season. Donald, Heath, Alex, they're all talking about what is the value of these Flash sideways. And I think that this episode is probably, well, I don't know how they're going to react, but I kind of feel like, what is the value now? Because there was no defining choice for him. Sawyer revisits the cages, sees that disgusting blouse of Kate's, reminds him of banging. Let's see. Claire attacking Kate. Which we knew was going to happen, right?
Yes.
Claire getting the knife out, getting ready. But Kate sits down next to Saeed, and Saeed's looking a little weary, looking a little not too good.
Not all there.
Are you all right?
No.
And Claire attacks him, and Saeed does nothing. So what's that say to you?
Saeed doesn't care.
He has checked out. Claire could have cut off Kate's head, and he wouldn't have moved.
Yep.
Saeed! Saeed, please! Stop!
Okay, then that states to me that Saeed is gone. He's history. The Saeed that Kate, I say cared for, even loved, was worried about early on in this show is gone. He wouldn't lift a finger. He wouldn't even move to help her.
Right. Yep, I
Locke
agree.
came over and helped her. Oh, the irony. Interesting episode where Locke's smoky Man in Black character definitely got some depth there. His argument's getting quite compelling. I'm listening. I'm intrigued. He's like a fatherly figure. He's holding back the psychotic blonde woman with the knife. I like that.
What are you doing?
Right. I did like that. I don't remember what Kate said, but he asked if she was okay, and she was like, no, and he just walked away from her. Like, I don't want to hear you complain right now. Why am I here? But no,
He got it later.
Went back.
He was just checking for the moment.
Right.
I gotta go deal with a psycho squirrel baby lady.
Yes.
But are you okay? Sawyer goes over to the Hydra Island, finds a bunch of dead bodies. You know what that means? Jed's dead.
I didn't even think about that.
Jed's dead, baby. I had this hope, some hidden hope, that I assumed that Widmore was heading to that island and maybe he might hook up with the people that was left. I had some hidden hope that Jed was a very important character. Instead, he's just a body piled on the fly-infested pile of dead bodies. So, did Locke head back there sometime and kill them all?
I was thinking maybe Alana. That doesn't make much sense, though. She's supposed to be on the good side.
Intriguing. I don't think
But
so.
they-
After our Ben episode last week and how compassionate Ilana was, Ben
True.
killed Jacob and she didn't kill him. But interesting notion. Did Alana and crew kill off all the people left on the plane? I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to say no to Kara's immediate theory.
That's fine.
Now
I
you
think-
know. Now you know how every viewer that writes in or calls in or sends a vidmail feels. Oh, those two just suck. I pour out my heart in this message, and they just shoot it down.
You shoot it down. Well, who do you think did it? Then.
I think Smokey did it.
How does he get off the island? He takes the boat over and then turns Smokey and then goes back. And
I don't know. He turns into a Smokey hydroplane. What's hydroplane? Hydrojet? Hydro thing. We see Charlie's brother at the station.
Yes.
Ewan?
Liam, I believe his name was.
Oh, that was cold. Why don't you lead us off?
To me.
Lead us off. Start it again. So we see Charlie's brother Liam.
So we see Charlie's brother. I think his name's Liam.
Wow. His name is Liam. The knowledge you have.
It's amazing.
Hey, I'm looking for my brother. He was arrested at the airport on a drug charge. Sorry, not my department.
So it's another very season 1 crossover.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to get a Charlie-centric episode?
No.
Dang it. We finally got our mirror moment.
Yes.
And I was all happy because Sawyer looked at his reflection. Yay, he's going to be fine. And then promptly broke the glass. Oh no! Broke the mirror.
What does that mean?
What did you say before? That means that we don't know. It's not decided. Well,
that's right.
I don't know.
That's what I think.
He didn't like his reflection. He was unsure. He had to break that. Here we come to one of 2 tasty Kate and Locke scenes. Yes, folks. We just said tasty Kate and Locke scenes. The best part of this episode. Kate talking to Locke.
Have you ever had an enemy? Someone that you needed to hate? Very powerful, isn't it? Claire was devastated without Aaron. She needed something to keep her going. So I gave her something to hate.
So first, Locke says he wants to keep Kate safe. So he's made his decision about her being included. And brought up that he had an enemy and that he had to lie to Claire so that she would have an enemy, so that she would be okay. And I mean, I guess he was hinting at, Kate hated her father and what she did to him having an enemy. I think that was the sympathetic point of the conversation. Sawyer on the other island. Mary, is this woman's name Mary? I missed the name.
I don't know.
And they're talking, as he's asking questions and as she's pouring out the lies, he's going to flip it on her and pull the gun out. Did you know that was going to happen?
No.
See, I'm so much more informed. I am the informed Lost viewer, and you are the casual Lost viewer. This is the relationship.
Reactionary. I just wait for it to happen.
Oh.
I don't think about what's going to happen.
Okay. So react to Widmore being on the island and her working for him.
I didn't know that I didn't think she was working for him.
I guess I
didn't know who she was.
I actually had hoped a bit she was a far more important character that came out of nowhere. Unfortunately, what we have here, folks, is the writers adding in more red shirts.
Put your weapon down! Drop it now!
Okay, I gotta complain a bit here. When Locke went to the temple and said to the people, "If you come with me, you're gonna live. You stay here, you're gonna die. If you come with me, you live." And all these people who had followed Jacob for so long, who had been diehard others, who had killed the LOSTies, attacked the LOSTies, followed the orders to the T, left and joined Locke just like that, right? And all I thought to myself was, more red shirts for Locke. And now, with Widmore rolling up, sure enough, we've got red shirts for Widmore. Red shirts being people that can just be killed off in the background. I don't know why the writers feel the need to incessantly add all these characters in the background that do nothing but die. They're too afraid to get their main characters cornered by themselves. They need action to happen to all these extraneous characters. I find that very annoying.
Isn't that what people like to see? The blood and the death and everything, but you just don't want to see them in your main characters?
I guess you need to show that Smokey is scary and kills people, and if you don't have red shirts to kill, it's not that interesting, huh? I can just see the big stupid shootout right now of all these. It's a big shootout, and Sawyer's ducking, and Jack's ducking and shooting, and all these red shirts are going, ooh, taking hits left and right. And then there's going to be a big dramatic, we lost so many people. We lost. Kate's still here, Sawyer's still here, Saeed's still alive, freaking Claire's still with us, but man, we lost a ton today. Yeah, I just wish they were beyond that at this point, but that's fine. They brought in some more red shirts. Yay, lots of people will get killed. So second, Kate and Locke scene.
Yes.
Crazy mother. Come on, you got some words on it. Crazy mother.
Well, Locke says he has a crazy mother.
Yep.
Who caused him growing pains.
Long time ago, before I looked like this, I had a mother just like everyone. She was a very disturbed woman. And as a result of that, I had some growing pains. Problems that I'm still trying to work my way through. Problems that could have been avoided had things been different.
Got very emotional,
He did.
which we have not seen.
He blames his mother for causing his problems. I don't know why. The Cain and Abel story is still stuck in my head from this weekend. But Jacob, Man in Black, being brothers. Maybe this is Esau. You know, two brothers that go at each other. But how about this? For once, we have a character that is ruffled by his mother and not his father. Because we have all the daddy issues on the show. For once, we have a mother who caused some major problems. And he related it to Claire.
Why are you telling me this?
Because now, Aaron has a crazy mother, too.
I'll tell you, this is just me being crazy, too. The second he said that, I thought, oh my, is John Locke somehow Aaron? Yeah.
From the
We'll wait.
future.
Yeah, we'll wait for some crazy theorists to come up with the proper use of that statement.
So then he's using the past to have Kate help Claire be less crazy too.
You guys know out there, someone out there knows who this crazy mother he's referencing. Come on, throw it our way. We'll read about it, and I swear we won't claim it as ours, or mine, rather. He came on a sub, Widmore.
Yeah.
It's the same damn sub, just painted black. Seriously, this is a multi-million-dollar TV show. They couldn't afford to buy a friggin' new top of a sub. It's the same sub.
Who cares?
Detective James Ford watches Little House on the Prairie.
Hey, you hear that? That's what life's all about. Laughing and loving each other. And knowing that people aren't really gone when they die.
Papa said, don't live life.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the dead people. They're happy.
And that's why he went to Charlotte to bang again. And she said, no banging for you.
She said, you blew it.
You blew it. This bang is off. I can't continue. But he did bring the flower to Charlotte that he sort of like he brought to Juliet. Remember, he brought Juliet one flower in LaFleur when she was making dinner. The ends, for me, this is probably one of the more lackluster endings I think Lost has ever had. First off, with Sawyer coming back and telling Locke everything. So apparently he's double-crossing Widmore.
He's telling everyone everything.
And then he plops down with Kate and tells her everything.
Right.
So, how dramatic was it? How funny was it when he's like,
We ain't taking the plane, Freckles. Taking the sub.
thud? Eh.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering who was gonna fly the plane. When Locke says they're taking the plane.
Well, Smokey's
Does he
just
know how to fly a plane?
Smokey's just gonna crawl underneath it, and it's gonna be like the Smokey hovercraft. They just float away.
Well, that was my other question: can he be Smokey off the island? When he leaves the island on the plane, is he
mid-flight?
Does he turn into something else?
Oh crap! Yeah. I'm sound effects wizard this episode. I can't say I hated this episode because still the flash sideways. It was fun to see Miles. It was fun to see Sawyer in that different light. It's just I didn't feel that it had the poignancy that the other flash sideways had, I suppose. It was more comparable with what Kate does, that flash sideways. Not as consequential, but even less consequential, I thought, than what Kate does flash sideways. I thought Kate learned more than Sawyer learned this episode. You're right, they totally alluded to this. They're going to have another episode where he is going to have to make a choice. That seems tedious a bit. So I'm understanding a little bit where everyone's coming from, maybe, with 8 episodes left going,
Where are we going?
Yeah. So I'll just be the ultimate hypocrite and say that I didn't get as much out of this episode as I did the others.
I'm very interested to hear your grade.
I'm still chewing on my grade here. Do you want to start with your grade?
Nope.
You want me to start with my grade?
I want to hear yours first. Yours
right.
is always higher.
It's gonna be a B minus.
Wow.
Is that really low?
I was gonna give it a B.
See, now you made me feel bad. There was lots of banging.
Yep.
Okay.
Lots of women.
I'll go for a B.
No, I think you stick with B minus.
Yeah.
You had a lot of
What did I
negative
give? What
comments.
Kate does? That was a B minus, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I don't think you've given anything a B minus.
I gave He's Our You last year a C. Or a C minus, in fact, I believe. I really dislike that episode. But this, actually, well...
You can't change your mind.
There wasn't a lot of really cool shots, Bender. I was expecting some cool shots to get me excited, too. Even when the car slid into Sawyer's car, I didn't think it was that cool. I'm just being grumpy tonight. I don't know. B minus for Jed. Jed's just a grump.
I gave it a B.
Wow. Even with the sweet banging, Jed gave it a B minus. What's that say to you, folks? I'm all about character and not just banging.
Another lost down.
8 more to go. We watched the trailer for next week's.
No spoilers.
Don't say what it is, but it looks good. We'll see you Monday, Sunday, sometime in there. Are you gonna? You're
No.
pregnant?
Get up.
Maybe your tummy can like bump
No.
it.
I was 5 and he was 6. We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white. He would always win the fight. Bang, bang. He shot me down. Bang, bang. I hit the ground. Bang, bang. That awful sound. Bang, bang. My baby shot me down. Seasons came and changed the time. When I grew up, I called him mine. He would always laugh and say, remember when we used to play? Bang, bang, I shot you down. Bang, bang, you hit the ground. Bang, bang, that awful sound. Bang, bang, I used to shoot you down. Music played and people sang just for me the church bells rang.